Hey gang, I'm back at Rosehill Cemetery today. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and I'm actually near a mausoleum that we're going to check out with an Egyptian motif with an interesting story behind it. We were actually walking by here on that Sunday live stream that I did. I think it was the third one, and I was always wondering about it, and it's a very interesting story. So we're going to walk over there, but before I do, I wanted to give a shout out to another channel that is called Serenity Sue. Sue is her name. She's in Ireland, southeastern Ireland, County Wexford. And I guess we've inspired her to start a channel a little while ago and maybe doing a little mentoring, and she's really come into her own. She doesn't need any help, and her videos are really, this last video that came out yesterday with this church and this graveyard, holy cow. I'm going to put in a 2-minute teaser right now before we walk over there. Check it out, and if you like it, I'll put the link in the description and check out her channel.
Memory of Helen, and the ivy has unfortunately covered it up. But she was 78 years. And here's another one buried under weeds. I can see 1856. Lacey Bailey, is it? Davis.
That was kind of spooky, and I might add that is a Quaker cemetery, very unusual in Ireland. So it really gets me fired up to go there, and I'm starting to make plans to go to Scotland and Ireland. So let's go take a look at this mausoleum. There are some amazing mausoleums here, like this one, Gothic Revival. And if you look over there, that is where the chapel is. If you remember from earlier episodes, it's a massive, massive chapel. So we are here at the Darius Miller Mausoleum. It is said that Darius was with Howard Carter and Lord Carnarvon November when they discovered Tutankhamun, and that he died a year afterwards from the curse, just like a lot of those guys. It was said that he was the curator for the Museum of Natural History, and that's why he was there. I'm gonna have to debunk that, probably. It's in books and it's on the internet, but doing some research, it looks like that is a hoax. There is another interesting mausoleum here of someone pretty notable, and I believe it's this big one right over here. Charles Gates Dawes. Let's see if I'm right. This is really a big one, yeah. Unfortunately, we couldn't see inside Darius Miller, but we can see inside Dawes. This is probably 3 times the size. It's really hard to describe, of most mausoleums. Now, Charles Dawes was the 30th United States Vice President, and he was under Calvin Coolidge. He was the son of a Civil War Union Brevet Brigadier General, Rufus R. Dawes, and he was the great-great-grandson of a Revolutionary War patriot, William Dawes. So Charles here, he started as a lawyer, and his claim to fame, going back from Nebraska, he rose to prominence, and he became president of utility firms and banking businesses, and his claim to fame is World War I, where he was appointed by Warren Harding, who was then the president, to head the Bureau of the Budget. And it was called the Dawes Plan, and it dealt with issues related to the German war reparations stemming from post-World War I. He won in 1925 the Nobel Peace Prize, and he died on April 23rd, 1951, right up here in Evanston. He was 85 years old. He had coronary thrombosis. So let's take a look and see if we can see anything inside. There we go. Let's see here. You can't really see much in there. Let's see on this side. The window's very dirty. Nobody has been back here. Yeah, some nice stained glass. Okay, let's go back to Darius Miller. As it turns out, Darius Miller was nothing more simply than a very successful railroad executive. He was not with those guys discovering TUT, and one way you can find out is he was with his wife in 1914, and they were at Glacier National, and he had appendicitis, and they sent the trains, railroad, they sent doctors on trains, actually, as I understand, and they did stabilize him, but he died of those complications back in 1914. So nothing to do with the King Tut, the discovery of King Tut. Nothing at all. It's a hoax. They have said he died of the curse, just like everyone else. Untrue. So I thought I would clear that up, and it was also worth seeing this mausoleum. It is Egyptian a revival also, and very well done. Unfortunately, we can't see, and the way the crypt is designed, it looks like, is the coffins or caskets are literally right there behind the doors. This is very thin, and that's why there's no glass. It's all solid. All right, well, that's the story of Darius Miller. Hope we cleared that up, and catch you on the next one, gang.